Okay. So, this is so cool.
Oh my gosh.
This is Follow Unveiled, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Follow Unveiled, where we will be sharing, I guess, just moments from the creation of the project, just breaking the fourth wall a little bit, and just kind of talking about some of our favorite moments, funny moments, interesting moments in the process of creating this project. So I guess I'll introduce myself. I am Amarachi Ude, and I am not only the artist for the project, but one of the producers as part of Rafa Records. Yeah. So you guys can go ahead and introduce yourselves, and then we'll get started. Nothing too fancy.
Yeah. Hi guys. I say that a lot. My name is Chigozium, CJ, as some people know. I am one of the producers of Rafa Records as well. I'm 19 as of today. Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday
I would.
to you.
Thank you. I would say I'm like 1 out of 3 of the completing factors of Rafa Records as of now. Yeah, because everybody is important here. So yeah.
That's good. Yeah, that's a word.
Oh, okay. My name is Kachi Ude, and I am also a co-producer in the Follow EP and of Rafa Records as well.
Cool.
Glad to be here.
Same. All right. Let's get started. Mm-hmm. You guys make sure why are you guys being shy now? About to say, like, I can't hear your voices. Make sure you are projecting. Okay. But not too loud though. So let's go ahead and start off with Wander. So we're just gonna talk about it. So I'm just gonna start off. So the first thing that I think you guys should know, or that we should talk about when it comes to Wander, is that for some reason, I was so tired. This was Christmas, December 25th, 2023. We had finished all the other songs, and we were actually trying to figure out what the, I guess, sixth song, you could call it, because Give Me Oil and Oil are like the same song. So the sixth song, we were trying to figure out what that would be. And we had already tried something. Maybe we should, do we have that? Do we have what we already tried?
For
Wander, for Good Shepherd.
For Good Shepherd?
Yeah.
In itself? Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
The original idea.
The original idea that we scrapped, we had to figure out something to replace it on Christmas 2023. So we're going to just, kind of backtrack a little bit to play like the original idea. So while CJ pulls it up, some people know the song Good Shepherd, which is on the BCF Psalms EP, which I wrote. And so we were going to do a different take of Good Shepherd. So we have that. Let's play it. I honestly really liked it.
Playing.
So it was going to start off like... with the strings and the guitar. Can you make it louder? Just a little bit.
I believe in the Son of God. I believe in His power.
So it was gonna start off like all acoustic.
He's the good shepherd, so I don't have to wonder. I believe in the Son of God.
And CJ was coming in at that point with the harmonies. Oh, this maybe we should do this like for something else.
I thought the goal was to finish it eventually. Yeah.
Oh, that bass! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, we didn't have anything at this point, but we had something towards the end. Let's go there.
Yeah.
It's 'cause you eat His sheep as we watch His feet walk the path of righteousness. Every hungry soul
Yeah, this was gonna be good, and I guess we're gonna finish it, so it will be good.
satisfied
Click.
with righteousness.
Oh my gosh! It sounds like you're outside or something.
We know
And like you're just staring at like the description I gave with the like tall grass and like you can't see, but then like you just like start levitating.
Yeah, it was a great concept with like the horns and everything. We stopped there.
But what didn't we like about it?
What didn't we like? Well, we couldn't figure out the. You can't hear me. We couldn't figure out the like middle sections. We just couldn't figure out how to connect it.
Yeah. So basically, as we were creating these sections, we were working in parts. So the intro section that you heard was a part that we'd worked on, and then the ending of this, which is somewhat the middle of the actual song, was a section of itself.
Mm-hmm.
And we worked on those two, and we had to then figure out how can we put something in the middle that connects them both. And it was very difficult. Very.
Yeah.
Spent days just thinking, and well, let's just say didn't work out. But then we were like, okay, if that doesn't work and we really want to make sure that Good Shepherd is somewhat a part of Follow, how can we bring the essence of it into the album? And that's where Wander comes in.
Yeah, so we were like, let's like maybe do something that focuses on like the instrumentals, right? And that's kind of how we started to figure out Wander. And again, like it would like be like what the song is called, like an ode to Good Shepherd, like a tribute to it, almost something that kind of like touches on it, reminds you of it. And so because we were going to focus on the instrumentals, you guys started working on it first, right? And
Sorry.
I was like, dude,
My bad.
right now.
Oh, snap. I'm awake.
You guys started working on it first. And I remember, again, this was like, so we had like done everything. Like we had started working on Good Shepherd, that version that you guys just heard. And we were like, okay, let's just work on Follow, or let's just work on something else. And then we ended up not finishing that, finishing everything else. And now we're like, okay, what are we going to do? We're like, okay, let's do this instrumental thing. So Kachi and CJ, they start working on it. And I come in on December 25th. And I was so tired. I have never been, I think I was hallucinating.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I feel like, I don't think I've ever been that tired, so tired that I cannot even release a sound from my mouth. So usually when I'm recording, you know, I'm like, you know, like ready to go, like, okay, let's run that back. Let's do that again. I can do it better. No. On this day, I just did stuff. CJ was like, just sing over the instrumentals.
Just
and I was
sing,
like,
literally.
all right. Certain notes weren't even coming out my mouth. And I was just like, look, you guys just do whatever you're going to do with that. And that's it. Because I just can't. And that's how we have Wander.
Yeah. And pro tip, musicians, if you don't know what flex pitch is already, you got to know it.
Because he used it on my voice for that one.
You got to know it.
For that one. Because,
It's a Logic feature, by the way. I'm sure other softwares have it as...
who knows? Look,
I only use Logic, so
we only use Logic right now, y'all. So, but we getting there.
This ain't sponsored, though. I'm just saying.
We're getting there. But yeah, on this one, yeah. But it was okay because my voice was like an instrument in this song. It wasn't really like a lead vocal, so it was kind of fine. It was good.
Yeah.
But I love that song. A lot of people have said that they fall asleep to it.
Really?
It's peaceful.
serious?
It's like a lullaby.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I never heard that before.
Me neither. First time hearing that. I think the
Yeah.
inspiration behind Wander, since it was music, more of an instrumental, was like a movie. So, cinematic,
Yeah.
you know, like a whole, like, you know, Aladdin, a whole new world kind of thing. You're entering a world of what's going on in Amarachi's head.
You're entering into my brain.
So yeah, like the Lion King, Simba's pride, with Kovu being exiled from Simba's pride, and the singing, all the animals were singing. It was very like you know, like a choir, and the part in Amarachi's song in Wander was where she was doing like, you know, I don't know how to describe it.
I wasn't thinking about that because that you're talking about Lion King 2.
Yeah, Lion King
I was
2.
thinking about Lion King 1.
Me too.
With the Circle of Life.
Life, really.
Wait.
Well,
is that
same
the-
thing. Yeah, same thing. Yeah. Well, yeah, same thing. Same
Okay,
thing.
yeah.
So yeah, that when because literally Kachi was like, "Can you like do something Lion King?" Remember, I'm already hallucinating. So I'm like, okay, and I just did. I don't even remember. Can you actually play it at the end?
At
of
the
Wander?
end of like the finished track?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can.
Like so you can start in the middle.
In the middle, yeah.
Yeah.
That's loud.
I turned this. Yeah. Right here, the Lion King. And then right here.
It's the chords right here.
Yeah, that one.
I don't
Yeah.
know what that is in Lion King though. Like I'm sure it relates to something.
It makes you feel like because there's also the bird noises in
Yeah.
the back.
Yeah.
That's why it's also kind of giving like Lion King. Also, I love how the horns, the brass is still used in this track, just like it was in the original.
So the horns idea was from Hercules.
Oh,
So I got that idea
Yeah.
from, and I remember I was talking to you about it.
What was it?
The
Go the Distance, right?
Go the Distance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I want to add horns into that.
It's right in like
The beginning part. Yeah, that. Yeah.
Can we talk about the knocking real quick? Can we talk about the knocking real
That was
quick?
actually knocking. It wasn't a MIDI file. That was
yeah.
recorded on a mic.
Talk about the sounds that you guys use. You guys knocked on the table
Yeah, so
while I was hallucinating.
basically, the first day that we worked on Wander, it was just me and Kachi. We were thinking of, I guess sometimes people like highlight the fact that oftentimes there's always a reference to something that we're thinking about when we want to create something. For me, I mean, if you ask, like earlier before we started recording, Amarachi was doing runs And I was like, this kind of sounds like that one Ty song. What's his last name?
I think you said Todd Galbraith.
Oh, Todd Galbraith, yeah. I was like, this sounds like Fill the Room.
Yeah, mind you, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm just singing. But CJ will remember, like, if you sing something, he'll remember the track that he heard it on, even though you don't know that you're singing something that was off a track.
Yeah.
Long-term memory.
And so when we were thinking about Wander and what the type of sound that we wanted, one of the examples, or I think we had two main ones, right? It was elevation, rhythm,
yeah.
The joy intro that they have for the joy to the world. They made a song. They had an intro. It was like like all those vocals and stuff.
I didn't even know that.
And then another one was also elevation rhythm. And this one was, I believe, Good News at the start of their album. I think this is the gospel album. And it was Good News, and it had like the violin and then all these crazy things. And so those two songs. And so we were like, okay, we definitely want to replicate some of these sounds. The strings we replicated. But then Catchy's jacket just so happened to be on the back of his chair. And so I touched it. I was like, it was like ruffling. If you listen, like in the beginning, it's like,
yeah.
And so I was like, why don't we just use
Yeah.
random sounds? Because we were thinking of what to use. And so we used
Are
the
you able to
jacket.
play it on there? Like,
I am, yeah.
And also
Hopefully I can find it.
the keys.
we had keys, so we got like holding key, like jingling the keys together. And I also added one more like from Spitfire. If you don't know Spitfire Audio, look it up. It's a good plugin with a lot of sounds. We used a crowd MIDI, a MIDI sound with crowds and like in the city of London. I think it's called like London Atmos. And so it was kind of like in the beginning, along with the birds, which we got from YouTube. We
Don't tell
got
anybody, though.
all those things, and this is what people do. You know, you gotta extend beyond your typical your typical patches on your computer, and go outside into YouTube and just make it an audio file and use it, and so splice it, and all those kind of things. So yeah, we use all those things to help introduce the beginning of the song, to give it like that environmental, that new world kind of like
Aura.
that aura.
Yeah.
And it kind of filled the sound, the background a little bit while everything was going on.
The ambiance.
Yeah.
So
For those who know about that.
LOL. Okay, so we recorded 2 tracks of the wrestling, and I believe we panned them left and right.
It's the wrestling.
Right. Here's the rustling of the jacket. Here are the birds from YouTube.
Wait, play it longer so they can hear.
Oh, my bad.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah, and then stopping. Here are the keys. It's really giving like that one elevation song. And here is the city noise. It's like, sounds like a train track almost, right?
Yeah. And then lastly was the knocking. That one was just random. I think that was your idea.
Yeah, because I remember we were trying to figure out something. Because if you listen to the Wander section, like the completed version,
You're thinking about Frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also like something to like really help transition
From
into
one
the piano
to the
section.
next. Yeah.
Which Catchy played. Great piano player, by the way. And so we were trying to think of, okay, what can really like get us there? Like, and I'm doing this like motion on purpose because it's like, because you hear the bass too, and it's like, and it's like and knocking, getting quicker to really help us enter
To the new section.
which has some symbolism behind it as well. Just let you guys know.
What's the symbolism?
So symbolism of Wander. When you listen to the beginning of the song, it's many sounds all at once, different vocals playing all around, and it's almost like chaos. I would say organized chaos because it's still music, right? And so you get to the point where it transitions with the knocking and stuff. And the thing that I was thinking about was what was it? Revelation 3:21, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Like, is it 20?
Yeah.
Behold, I stand at the door and knock.
Yeah.
I'm paraphrasing, but it's like, if any man, like, Jesus, like, if you let me in, I'm gonna come into your life, and like, I'm gonna dine with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I believe. That's the word. And so that knocking is almost like you were wandering at one point, and then Jesus came knocking at the door.
That's cool.
You letting him in, and then it's like almost like a peace.
That's deep.
That is the rest of the song, like the peaceful piano, and then everything.
And
like,
then it's like triumphant a little bit.
Yeah.
At the end.
And then like when the key changes, it's like, he's changing you up, changing your mind. Revelation 12 is Revelation? Romans 12.
You're ascending,
almost
transforming.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is the grass thing.
Yes.
And
the tall
then
grass.
you're together.
And it makes sense because it is the beginning, right? So we really have to establish that sense of like, okay, we're like, the music that is in this album is not just music. It's actually like a story that explains the journey of a Christian with Christ.
Yes.
And showing that Christ comes in first before any of the rest of the things can actually happen.
That's good.
Then that's like the main thing. Yeah. And so here's the knocking.
He's like
Yeah. One more thing, the vocals. Definitely.
Oh, do we want to hear this?
Yeah, no, it's the with effects one. It's okay. There was a lot of vocal transform that was used on this.
I was hallucinating here.
It's not that bad. Okay, there was a lot of editing.
I mean, honestly, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to see if I can make sure I get all of the vocals. Yeah. So one of the other things that we took from Good Shepherd, we took the Son of God vocals. We also put all of the vocals in here minus some, the main ones I should say, were from the Good Shepherd draft that we showed you earlier. And so when you hear actually saying like, I don't have to wander, that's from
that
Good
was
Shepherd.
from the original idea that we had.
What, like the I believe in the Son of God. So I'm not,
because I don't think I would have been able to do that on December 25th. So we had to take it from when I had been awake, and I already did it.
Yeah. So here are them. Reverse vocal. That's so weird now that we're listening to it by itself. I haven't listened to it like this since December 25th.
So is this all me or some of it is you?
That's all you.
Oh. So CJ transformed my voice to be like octaves lower.
And then knocking. Where's the piano actually? So I can make sure I highlight that. Piano man? Yeah. Okay.
I didn't even know that was there. It was just from the other
one. Yeah, and so the ending of the song actually was very interesting, because one of the things that I was very fascinated about was the idea of songs in an album that continue into the next track. I believe one of the people that we referenced, I Am Son, that's his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? His album was it not his album Civil War? His album called I Am Son that had the song Civil War in it. And I believe most of all the songs in the album connected anyway, but Civil War specifically and Pull Me Away, those two songs, at the end it was like had some piano stuff, and then it just a smooth transition. And so one of the things that we did, and the reason that why we switched keys in Wander initially, was to make sure that the next song together could actually flow very well. And if you listen to the end of Wander, which I'll play, you'll hear the same pad, and at the end of Wander is the same pad at the beginning of together, even though they're not necessarily seamless completely, but just that flow. So I'll play it. For this pad.
Yeah.
And so once we get to together, you'll hear that it is indeed the same pad, and then together starts.